Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This is going to be a reading for the new moon in Aries from March 24th until April 22nd when we have the new moon in Taurus. And this is a very, very special, potent, and powerful new moon because it kicks off the new year in the zodiac. And it comes on the tails of, in the northern hemisphere, the spring equinox, which is about rebirth, which is putting the winter months behind us, this energetic movement towards growth and abundance, fertility. Okay, and Aries is a sign of action, and this is a really great time for new beginnings. All right, so make sure you guys are setting your intentions. Now, this is going to be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and we're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and spirit guides to this space to receive the messages that we need to hear for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Now, it's no coincidence I'm using the Botticelli deck, which is a Renaissance painter. Renaissance also means rebirth, which is perfect and fitting for springtime. But it was also a time in art when we moved out of sort of the Middle Ages or the medieval times and moved into the Renaissance period. And in art, they started using perspective and making sort of more real life, well-rounded, more beautiful, luxurious images. Okay, but the importance of perspective is really important in Renaissance art, and I feel like it's also very relevant to today. So let's go ahead and see what messages we have for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this Aries new moon reading. Messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for this Aries new moon reading. I'm not reading reversals, you guys, and the images in this deck are different from the Rider-Waite images. So I am getting, my messages that are coming through are a bit different than what we are used to hearing. Okay, so you guys do get the Knight of Wands, you get the King of Wands, very nice, nice progression. The High Priestess, Libra. And you guys get the Four of Swords, so lots of healing taking place, Libra. I really like this reading so far. Your overall energy is the Five of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, and this is a feeling of lack. For some of you, you might be worried about your health, financial, physical, material, spiritual. Okay, and for others of you, you are actually experiencing, you are experiencing a sense of lack, feeling left out in the cold or not healthy, or you have lost your job, okay, something along those lines. Underneath that, we do have the Eight of Wands. This is all about manifestation. This is a reminder that things happen for a reason, okay, that even no matter, how tough our trials and tribulations might be, something good usually comes of it if we're able to transmute this energy. The Eight of Wands is all about law of attraction. It's about manifesting. So right now, with this Aries new moon, Libra, it's very important that you guys are setting your intentions, doing the work, raising your frequency and your vibration to attract the things that you need and want into your life. And then underneath that, we have the Death card. This is a huge transformation. This is the card of rebirth in the Tarot. So this is very, 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 very potent, and it's already resonating with not only my introduction and the energies I was picking up on, but the cards that we've pulled here as well. So Libra, you guys are in a state of transition. This is the Six of Swords card, which is absolutely one of the most beautiful, beautiful cards. It's a card of healing. You have two major cards of healing, okay, in the minor arcana, okay, but both of these cards are about rest, relaxation, and healing. And some of you guys are healing from actual illness. Others of you guys are healing from an upheaval in your lives, okay, which would make perfect sense regarding what's going on in the world today. The Six of Swords is beautiful. You guys are committed to this. You guys are either helping others or somebody's helping you, or your connection with your spirit guides and the divine. This is moving you forward through this transition period and taking you to a better place, no matter how hard or difficult this Five of Pentacles energy may have been. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. All right, what's blocking you? You have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is an impulsive card. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and it's very action oriented. So some of you might not be ready and willing to take action. I feel like you're taking it slow, because I do feel like your foundation has been shook. All right, we see that there with the Death card. Okay. And again, we see that with the Page of Pentacles card underneath, right? He's a very, very slow moving page, slow moving communication. This is health. You might not have recovered, or you might be worried about your recovery period. And I feel like you're being blocked because you know what you want to go do. You feel it in your belly, what you need to do. You're getting the downloads and the messages, and you know what you have to do, but you don't want to move fast. You want to take things slow. And Spirit says it could be to your detriment. Okay, so don't be, if when we've experienced something that's painful or difficult, or an ending or a setback in our health or in our finances or in a relationship, oftentimes we don't want to jump right back into the saddle because, we're a little gun shy. And I'm getting that off of that Knight of Wands, but it's important for you to charge ahead because it's blocking you. It's just that inner courage and that strength to move forward. Okay. And the Eight of Wands, this is very quick moving, passionate energy. So things are speeding up. Okay, things are speeding up no matter what you've been through. Okay, so it's important to sort of go with the flow. And the reason I'm saying that, because Spirit wants you to set your intentions as the King of Wands, to trust yourself. Don't do too much over planning. If you're over analyzing, over planning, that's going to stop you in your tracks. At some point, you have to put one foot forward, and you have to trust that you're going to be okay. You have to trust that you can deal with anything that's thrown your way. And with the King of Wands coming out and this progression from the Knight to the King, this is growth. This is what you do, trusting yourself, using your courage, your strength, your passion, just your inner wisdom and your guidance. Okay, and your knack for being a leader. You're going to step into this leadership role very well. The Knight of Wands talks about money and finances. So if you are going through a lean period, or you're really anchored in an anxiety about your finances, the King of Wands is assurance or reassurance that everything's going to be just fine. But you do have to make some moves here. Okay. Now, what you need to know, you already know it. Your inner wisdom, Libra, is working at an all-time high. The High Priestess, she is your intuition. She's your psychic ability. Pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities that you may be receiving. Trust your inner guidance. Okay, for those of you who might be empaths, other readers, yogis, mystics, whatever you might, Reikeists, right now, this is a very important time for you to be trusting your inner guidance. That's going to get you where you need to go. Okay. And we were kind of picking up on that with the King of Wands, although they're not particularly, like the water signs or the cups would be more of psychic energy, but this is taking real action based on your inner knowing. And when it seems like nothing's happening at all, when it seems like even bad things are happening, remember that the universe is just rearranging and shifting things to bring about something for your highest good. Okay, so I really want you to remember that. And then as your final outcome, you guys get the Four of Swords. This is healing. This is rest. This is rejuvenation. And I love that. The Six of Swords, the Four of Swords, no matter what you're going through, Libra, things are going to get better. And this reading is a reassurance of that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards for you guys, see what additional messages Spirit has for you. All right. What additional messages do we have for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Additional messages for Libra, for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. This has been a very different reading from some of the other readings I've been doing. It's a very, very nice reading, Libra. 36. But this card is coming out for everybody, commitment. So again, remember, this is a reminder that you are not alone, but then also you have to make a commitment to this healing, to this transition, to moving out of fear and anxiety and into a peaceful place. Gentle gardener, number 2. I love that because 2s are about balance, right? And Libra, you guys are about balance. This is all about balancing, the material world and the spiritual. This is all about finding that inner balance, also being healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally, and then also taking care of others. This gentle gardener, remember that we are in a cycle, that there are ebbs and flows to everything we do. And so be very conscious of your actions, and then also be very conscious of where you are in that cycle, right? The natural cycle. And, the renaissance and the rebirth that we're experiencing in the northern hemisphere with spring, or for those of you in the southern hemisphere moving into the fall or the autumn season, is important. There's a natural rhythm, and we have to fall in line with that natural rhythm as well. 38, heal the ouch. Oh, and 38 breaks down to 11. Did I not tell you how much healing there is in this reading? Libra, if you guys have been experiencing illness or financial difficulties within a relationship, or if you guys have been affected by by what's going on in the world's events, there's so much healing coming out, and you're not alone. Heal the ouch. This is the first time this card has come out, and I've done maybe 8 readings so far. Wow, Libra, healing. And you guys get balancing act, number 11. There you are, coming out in your own reading. Gorgeous. Everything is everything. There's a balance to everything. Everything is going to be balanced out. Don't worry. You guys are going to be very, very important in the healing process for those around you. Okay, for those around you, for yourself, and for the collective. Again, with the High Priestess energy coming out there, for those of you who are empaths and readers and healers and energy workers, if you feel balanced within, and once you feel balanced within, it would be important to then send that energy out to the collective, okay? And to Mother Earth Gaia, because she also needs you at this time. All right, additional messages for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. You get purity. Nice. And you guys get integrity. Very nice. Look at that. And look at that. That is beautiful. So look at these scales coming out here. Doesn't it look like Lady Justice? Like, that is Libra card. You guys are showing up in your reading, and you guys are also showing up for the collective and for your soul tribe and for your family and for your loved ones. All right. So these are really beautiful cards, and I'm going to read from the book, not everything, but to give you the full picture of what these cards mean. All right, so here we have purity. The Celtic reed has a thick, compact root system that thrives beautifully in deep, watery depths. So again, this is the importance of that base chakra, doing base chakra balancing, getting in touch with family and friends. Who is your community, if that's your soul tribe, especially if you live alone or if you live with family, making these bonds stronger, okay? And if you do live alone, that's reaching out through the internet, making phone calls, writing letters, whatever it might be. Its smell is sweet when cut and was often used in medieval times to perfume houses by covering the floors with the willowy stalks. Now, this I brought out in the Gemini reading, or the Aquarius reading, I think it was, but for a lot of you, maybe doing saging, okay? And you may be using natural remedies and to create natural using natural oils for antivirals and for antiseptics and for cleaning. So if you can't get your hands on any, bleach or cleaning products, or you just prefer a natural way of life, there are things that you guys can do. Okay, there are things that you guys can do in order to bring that purity back, to cleanse your house, but then also to do aura cleansing, especially if you're feeling like you're being anchored or you're tapping into a nervous, anxious energy that's coming from the collective and world events. Okay, the reed is associated with the finer arts of writing and music, as the reed wood was once used to make pens and musical instruments. Okay, so also the importance of creativity and communication here. Those on a spiritual quest might ask the Creator for them to be as hollow as the reed to allow the divine to flow through. Again, that's what's going to bring about this healing. That's what's going to make you a master and powerful healer for others as well. Have you ever been told that you're too sensitive or that you need to harden up? The Purity card appears to remind you that your ability to feel deeply is a strength, not a weakness. Your pure heart operates with gentle compassion and forgiveness as the default setting, and this should be celebrated. You may pick up on the energy in a room or a public space and find yourself easily overwhelmed. The purity is an asset. You just need to find a way to manage your empathetic heart so as to guard against burnout. Okay, so really nice. So make sure that you're doing what it is you need to do so you're not picking up too much on other people's energies. Okay, if they're not, if they're, especially if they're negative or they're weighing you down. Now you get the integrity card coming out, and this is all about ivy. So ivy is one of the sacred Celtic plants, and its medicinal use in poultices to heal the body has been documented in manuscripts since medieval times. Okay, so we get healing, 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 cleansing. Libra, you guys know what you need to do, right? What is that? Healing yourselves, healing others. Some of you may work in the healthcare fields at this time. Ivy is an evergreen and as such is said to bring growth, understanding, and renewal, right? Springtime, this Aries new moon. Ivy grows in a spiral formation, one of the Celtic goddess's most powerful symbols. In the Middle Ages, it was used as a tonic for digestive disorders. When this card appears, your honor and moral principles are in the limelight. Only you know in your heart if you are acting with the best possible intentions. So I just got sort of, for those of you, this is for those of us who are social distancing. I feel like you guys might be feeling the frustration of those people who aren't, and not because you don't understand why, but the moral reasons behind it is for protecting and healing and taking care of others, not just ourselves. And I feel like Libra, you know that, but some of you might be really dealing with the frustrations of those that aren't acting in a moral and ethical light at this time. Being guided by your personal ethics and principles is not always the easiest, but it's the one that brings the most rewards. Do what you feel is right in this situation, not what others want you to do. Okay, so some of you might be dealing with people in your surroundings like it's okay to go out or, what have you. And, again, this inner wisdom, trusting your inner wisdom. Okay, and and making sure that you are healthy and the ones around you are healthy is going to be so important. So Libra, just stand in your integrity and know that you're supported and divinely guided. This is permission to do that, okay, if you needed it. And don't forget that honesty is a virtue you display, has far-reaching implications within the spiritual realm as well as in the physical world. The lesson of the ivy is that the other world, the world of spirit, is also affected by the integrity of your behavior here on earth. So above, so below. Wow, Libra. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull a final message for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. You guys get easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So yeah, again, this is funny because this does really go back to that Knight of Wands, what's holding you back. Originally, I was picking up on maybe you need to move faster, but Spirit wants me to go back here and say, you take the time that you need. Maybe somebody here is trying to hurry you up and their haste is more impulsive and isn't going to be the best thing to do. But only you guys will know. Are you being pushed to move faster or are you being asked to move slower? All right, so remember, you do it. You take your time. This is your journey. This is your transition. This is your healing. All right. I love you guys so much. This was a very powerful reading, Libra. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you guys for listening and for all the love and support that you guys show this channel. And I hope you have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.